Mic check 1 2 1 2. All day, every day.
Powering on, mic off.
Good, thank you for the resub. Coil Daddy in the chat. Let me turn Depot on. Forgot. All day.
Let's do it!
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here. Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab in an undisclosed location in Central Florida. I'm looking at my security cam right now. A lady just got home. Actually went to her job today to drop off something. It was a big step in the relationship. I went to her place of business. Learned individuals of science and math. So I comb my beard, put shoes on, going out pants. Castle, how's the new-ish Beats Lab going? I've only been here since October. Brand new. It's going good. Ugh. Yeah, boy. Let me see if I can go catch the kiss in the hallway from my lady. She had a long day. Brian Pork Chop, what's up, everyone? Disco. This is the time she comes home. She does. It's a pretty normal schedule. D-Man. Dr. D. Give me 1 second. Wow. What's up, guys? Sir Crow in the house. Locking in. Templar, what's up, brother? That's good. Whew. Where's your touchscreen showing election results? I don't have one of those. Do I need to get one? Daddy Payne, what's up, brother? Disco, what's up? Oh, yeah. Today's election day. I'm back on it. Fuck yeah. Recoil's mom in the house. What's up? Mom of the coil. Mother of coils. Dr. D says, so slap that paint. Disco says, oh no, you said that like you didn't vote. That is accurate. That is accurate. Not that I'm opposed to voting. It's just I'm not registered to vote in Florida. And when I was supposed to fill it out, it didn't. And then I got lazy because I have ADHD. And I was playing Diablo. Dead Nerve, what's up, man? Recoil's mom says, good morning. So what, are they doing that thing they did last time where they're like showing the results and we're all like freaking out? Forgot to when I changed my license. Yeah, they don't auto. Yeah, they didn't auto enroll me. So then it was like an extra step. So I was like, ah, extra steps. I'm notoriously bad at those. The Gout, you got a change in your work schedule. You finally get back to watching some streams again. That makes me happy to hear, brother. Dr. D. Yeah. Extra step means I'm not doing it. But my lady voted. So she represented the household. How insane is it out there right now, Dr. D? Because 2020 was pretty fucking insane. That was the most insane I'd ever felt it. Compared to 2020. 2020 is a scale of 1 to 2020. I've had blinders on pretty hardcore. Reprint. Nice. Scale of 1 to 2020, he says 1969. Nice. Dr. D says 2-hour wait today to vote. Sunset Friday looked insane in North Austin. Damn. It's wild. 2 hours, man. What if your job doesn't give you the time off? Are they required to federally? I don't understand how it works. I've had a job in like 14 years. My lady called me on her way to vote, and I was like, "You're coming home early?" She's like, "No, I'm going to vote." I was like, "And then you go back to work?" She's like, "No, I go to San Francisco." And I was like, "I don't know how work works." As Somji, do you have any recommendations on an orc? Meganom proxies. Want to add some, but don't really like the GW ones. You don't like the GW Meganoms? Those they slap. Really? Huh. Nah. I mean, you can go check out Daka store. They're awesome. They might have something for you. Even like the bull orc scaled down. Exclamation point Daka. Dr. D, it needs to be a holiday. Yeah, I agree. Recoil says, I was really excited to put a whip up today. Followed a Space Wolves tutorial of yours. Airbrushed and varnished it last night. Got up in the morning, put Army Painter wash on it. Got to the bottom of the shins, and it bubbled and lifted the paint. Not happy. Well, just remember that the active washing technique I taught you was more about understanding moisture management and moisture behavior than anything. Right? And so the varnish wasn't enough, right? That's what happened. And you probably overdid it with flow proof instead of water. But regardless, the fundamentals of moisture behavior is what that lesson's about. And those same strategies make you a god at oil. And oil is fine for a Space Wolf, right? Like, the side effect of oil is fine on a more neutral kind of gray armor. Recoil, yeah, then you probably just very lightly varnished it, I guess. What I tend to do when I varnish is, like, I hit it, I make it look wet, then I hit it with air so it looks dry. Then I make it look wet, dry, wet, then dry. Like three of those, all at once. Set it down. That's a varnish. I'm using the airbrush. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that'll never happen with oil. So, this is like our last chance to paint this week. Brian Pork Chop, 68 months, what a legend. Yeah, that's the downside of varnishing with the airbrush for protection. Because a lot of times it's not as protected. Airbrushing a varnish for finish, so superior. Brian Pork Chop says, one more to go. Let me see, 68, 69, nice. Yep. Oh yeah. All right. So today's our last painting day together before I go to Cali Cup. Thursday. And be back Monday. I'll miss that stream. And then I'm going to try to stream Tuesday. And then I'm back at the airport on Thursday to go to Boulders of Time. So then I won't see you guys again Friday. Maybe not Monday. So November's kind of fucked. Speaking of which, if you want to get in the Final Four to get on fall gear, this will be the least amount of people in the Final Four like ever. Dr. D, you want me to brag about all the medals I'm gonna win? County Cup? So she says I just got a text. She said the cat's sick. Let me go down there and check on the cat. Let's see what the situation is. Be right back.
Link established. Mic off.
So, cat has a bit of a swollen eye. Little pus in it, maybe. It's like a weepy eye. I went and checked on him. And he's skittish. Dark Horse, what's up, brother? Reapprint. Who is Mike Off, and why do women keep establishing links with them? What do you mean? Give me more information than that. Where do you know this person? Is this a joke? I'm trying to figure it out. Wait, are you trying? Yeah, you're doing like a jack me off joke. Oh, you guys can hear what this thing says? That's so dumb. I see the joke now. It's a good joke. Thank you for explaining it to me. All right, so we're going to do some painting today. Exclamation point class. Exclamation point fall gear. Recoils is next to the advice support. Much love to you, homie. Funny, it says there's no viewers, but there's at least one. See at least one of you. Yeah, reprint. I was messing around with that ugly bastard helm build, and it's cool. I wish it was the better build, but it's not. All of you guys just in here, it's just all bots. Exclamation point class. I teach tomorrow. I've got some big blocked out dates this month. Apologies to my students because of the 2 trips. We'll be back in action soon. But we do have to get some work done because I'm not going to have a lot of downtime. So yesterday we started in a little bit more of an efficient approach to getting the War Talons done. My man, Kilty O'Neill reporting for duty. Reapprint, right? But, you know, it is a mythic helmet versus a unique helmet. So, if you had, so the ugly bastard, you know, with the same gear, moved around. Like same gear I'm wearing, moved some stuff around. You know, is 5 pit tiers weaker than the air edition. So it's like, it's not bad. Like it gets you close. All right. See where we're at with lighting. Oh yeah, we're gonna jump on this guy's dumb helmet. Forgot about this. It's all this glowing green artifact. So remember, we put some basing texture on these guys. We still have to finish out 2 guys, but I said the first thing we're gonna do was do that little helmet. And remember, we did something silly. We took just straight up yellow and white, painted the helmet yellow and white, and then we just put fluorescent green on it. And we ended up with this. Lowe's Magic, what's up, brother? So let's get a little transparent green. Ray Prey says maybe there will be more tech when the barb gets a proper season again. You know, I mean, the more I work on it, the stronger it gets. Though, like I'm at pit 95 now with the new build. So like we keep going up. So if we can clear pit 100 with not a spirit board. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take some transparent green, some noosh, I'd like to get some pin washing done on this wild ass green. So we're just using the art pool, semi-opaque, kind of wet. Gonna take a little bit more moisture right here. Soften that. Using just the art pull. Clear some way right there. See, he's got some gouges in his face. Just thought this was an interesting test, right? Yellow plus white, one like 2 coats of fluorescent green right over the top, and then just a little bit of transparent green pin wash. I'm gonna stipple a little bit of it in to soften some of that. I thought it'd be fun to paint this helmet a more unique way. So I'm gonna grab a little more yellow. Just stock yellow, like golden yellow. There we go. Maybe just get a little white involved at the end. Remember, I was really hype on this last night when we logged off. Little ambient green in the mix. Yep. Just sharpen up some of these lines. I'm just trying to create a little bit of drama, like right here, the front, his forehead moving back. Some white and some yellow. Mohawk. Eyebrow under the scratch. Cheekbone. Bit over here. Now, I want to try going all the way back to like bright yellow green. I want to see if I can do just like a touch of glazing with bright yellow green. Preserve some of the fluorescence, but bring it back down. So low opacity, some water in the mix. Touch it to the paper towel, remove some excess moisture. And I'm just going to glaze some of this bright yellow green over some of the flat areas. Bring it a little bit closer to what we would recognize more as like salamanders. I mean, it's doing a lot. Normally, when you work with bright yellow green and you don't thin it down, it's almost like it doesn't do anything. Because we informed it with so much white, similar green spectrum, having an immediate impact on the filtering process. But it's leaving a lot of that fluorescence intact. Watch, I mean, it's wild. Let me see. I mean, the light still bounces off of it, like crazy. It's funny because bright yellow green is such a fun color, and it looks dull compared to the fluorescent green. We're being deliberately low opacity for that filtering. Nocturne will never forget, Dead Nerve says. Little white, little yellow, little bright yellow green. We're just reinforcing some of these highlights we already established.
Angels sang out in an immaculate
And I want something green on his base. John Patrick, 1 month from the nicest anniversary ever. 68 going to 69. Nice. It's like the third time 69 has come up today. So I just wanted something on the base that was green. Let's paint a little earmuff. Straight up coal black. John Patrick, how you doing, man? Let's paint this whole thing coal black. Right here, that whole little cheek armor. Take a little moisture into the black. Noosh. And I'm going to just get closer against the green with a heart pull. Drag it in there like a hand wash. Add some white to the black, make it gray. Do just a little bit of highlighting. The earmuff. Also with the gray, we cut some of that green that spilled onto the rock formation off. And with that, take a little black, a little noosh, a little water, and we'll put this in the eye socket. So kind of like a black wash here. Those scratches. Want it to look pretty cool. Drag some of that black in. Some of those lines right there. So he's got his little tactical rock and his little green Space Marine helmet. So that's how I wanted to start. And take a little, I'll just take this little tiny dry brush, put some white on it. Let's dry brush this rock. Like a little yellow ochre. Like a little ochre. Black, little white. Kind of create. It's kind of bone, almost bone color. Or should dry brush the texture with it. And we'll put some grass on it. And I like that they have, I like it when they have their own basing material. Take a little yellow and white to the dry brush mix. You see, we've got, I mean, that was a fun little distraction, but now we gotta get back to work. So, whoops. What's actually loose here? The camera. I'm trying to figure out what on my camera stand is loose. Is it this? Yeah, see, I'm on. All right. Which part of its control joint is loose? There we go. So, during the chronicles of this fucking unit, we got these guys done. These guys almost done. So these guys need edge highlights on their black trim and their jump packs. Then we're done. And the nightmare. Get it. The nightmare is almost over. Okay, so what we want to do here, we have to edge highlight and pin wash. So let's actually get the pin washing done first. It's a little blue, specifically a little transparent blue. God, this thing is a different one. There is. Okay, so I got a little transparent. What we want to do is lower the opacity, semi-opaque, kind of wet. I want to use this to run to the seam between the trim and the blue. I do it first because you can kind of just rest it on the black and safely coax it into the little space between. Get a nice little border. And that looks really good up top. Here's some at the bottom. Going more opaque down here. Okay. This one right here, this guy's got a bunch of stuff happening here. A whole scary face. Gonna pin wash some of these features. Using heart pulls. Get a little water. And we're just going to clean up some of that because I put some noosh in there. And we'll also use highlighting to clean up any spill. We're just trying to bring definition. This preposterous chaos bullshit right here. Also, let's wash the nuts. Just try to be as efficient as possible. And do this first. Put them down. That's how you guys do it when you're getting ready for a tournament. It's Dead Nerd noticed. It's the Fab Five. Same thing. Except he's got bullshit teeth on his shoulder pad, which I hate. Always be heart pulling. Another bullshit ass chaos shoulder pad.
You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
We're trying to establish that border.
Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast.
The line that just separates trim from pad.
Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. Can I run up the score? Run up the board, breaking the mold. Hey, hey, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Hey, hey, coming from on. You don't want problems. You already know it. Hey, hey, come on my.
It's one of my favorite effects. Some cracks and all right, it's good. K Kruger, what's up, man? Ginger Beef in chat, what's up, man? Always wash your nuts. Recoil. When will I renew the torture of the next 5 War Talons? Bro, I can't even think about that right now. Hurts too much. Let's grab some sky blue. I'm honestly gonna try to just fucking bully this. Straight up sky blue. Run a little heart pull right there. Right there. Some white in it.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Little tracer.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
Grab a little bit more sky blue.
Everybody eat. You know I'm a beast.
Right. Let me do this real quick. Pure white. We'll come back to it once it dries. Because we're going to put green inside of there. I'm doing this. Same thing right here. This not chaos, utter bullshit right here. Too easy. Got a new airbrush, K. Kruger. I'm proud of you, man. Let's get some shadow flesh. We're trying to catch it all right now. So I have one painting day between now and my departure for Poltercon. Where the fuck? Nope, that's not it. Here it is. So we got some work ahead of us. Some shadow flesh. Black and white. We gotta paint those dumb teeth. Seeing high opacity, low moisture, stippling, and heart pulling. Just raw dog it. Get some more white. Fuck that one up a little bit. That's okay. Dry. Okay. Sky blue. We're trying to raw dog this. Hard pull. Hard pull. Doing that inner trim. Need to come around the teeth now. The reasons the teeth are straight bullshit. Let's grab a little bit more of the transparent blue. Kind of reshape the shadow line around the teeth. Because this dumb highlight that I like to do on the inside of the trim, it only works if you still have a dark line. It needs that like darkness help pop up, to help sell the kind of beveling. Okay, I'm gonna put a little white in the mix. We're gonna heart pull down from the top. Straight up edge highlight technique. John Patrick. As much as I love painting the Forge World Gal Vorback minis, I freaking hate how many damn teeth are just randomly. You get me, Doug? You understand the chaos, classic chaos bullshit, dude. You understand exactly what I'm talking about. A little bit right there. Okay, so we'll take it. Take a touch more white. Good to go. Back to this side. Some white and sky blue. Tighten some of this up. This one's going to be more about all the pipes around it and shit. Because this one has a bunch of chaos bullshit on it. Hold on a second. Did I just get a text? So let's take some of this green. Little green. Let's make it into like a gray green. We're gonna paint these nonsense ass chaos pipes. God, I hate him. Trying to get the shoulder pads done with just targeting. Let's take some fluorescent green. We're gonna paint it raw dog right over this white. Use a little moisture. Kind of erase some from the center. So I can turn the light off. I love it. It's so good. Like in person, it's crazy. Take a little bit of transparent green, lower the opacity. Touch it around the border. Same thing, take a little moisture. With that, okay, next big move, we're fucking going high energy mode. We're grabbing magenta. We're gonna raw dog this. Shoulder pads. Tracer technique. Oh, heart pull. Rotate. Heart pull. Tracer. Tracer, tracer. We're not too worried about any mistakes right now. Lock it in. A little bit up here. Got to do some heart pulls. Tracer. Little heart pull. We gotta do the bottom of this rail. Normally, I don't do both sides of the rails on models this small. But I feel like it's just you just got to on these guys. 411 in chat. What's up, man? Rotate back for a tracer. Use breath swinging from right to left. Rotate. Rotate. Seeing the side of our brush, light brush pressure, high opacity, low moisture. I've got some teeth right here, but they're like built in. So we're just going to highlight them as well. At the bottom shelf. Now we got to get the interior shelf using modified heart pull. You're able to ride that rail a little bit with the tip. You can get it. It's all about coming in with low moisture paint. Heart pull. That was not a good line. Not my best line. It's all good. A little white. Should I pop out some of these edges even more? Sometimes the white gets kind of watered down faster. We'll put just a little bit more on the palette. D-Man says popping. Thanks, brother. And we want a little pop right here. A bit right here. Rotate back. Rotate. Back this way. See, we're just trying to now have that extra synthwave pop. A little bit right there. Get a little bit on the tip of our brush. Shout out to NS Ogre, the legend. How you doing, brother? Right. Last thing, take some pure white, jam it into these open cuts in the hose, Ennis Ogre. Classic chaos bullshit. As we've talked about many times, the official color of bullshit inside of bullshit for this project has been green. No, there's also like a little cut right here I want to highlight. A little chink in the armor. Right there. Meaning I'm going to take a little black, go above it. It's like deliberately in there, so might as well highlight it. So now let's take a little bit of our fluorescent green. Paint this nonsense. Okay, it's bullshit right here. So now it's like hella glowy. Love it. All right. Good enough. So many corners are being cut. Like I've mentioned this before. This is one of the this is gonna be like one of the top 10 best fucking War Talon squads in the world. And I cut so many fucking corners out of this project. That's how mentally exhausting this unit is. And Ogre said, "Are you going to get them all done in time?" We're on the last two right now. So we're assembly lining. I was going very lazy, like kind of want, like we got all their bodies to the same place in a Ogre, but their shoulders and heads and backpacks are all left off. So then after I got all their bodies to the same place, then I just was going one by one on the rest of it. Lazy, but fun, but lazy. And now I'm like, this is my possibly last day to paint. So now we're bringing these two guys up together, and we got the texture on their bases already. But like I said, we cut so many goddamn corners to curate this. But imagine just like you're painting in black Legion, so black, gold trim, silver lightning claws. To just paint all the things the way, to paint all the trim gold, all the black stuff black, all the add-ons gray, who knows? Like, that's a little easier than what I'm doing, no doubt, but it looks like shit. These guys don't look good unless you're dropping crisp edge highlights, precise pin washes. These guys look like trash. You got to go hard on these guys. When you look at the GW Black Legion box art, they went hard as fuck, dude. Okay, here's the other hobo. We're going back to blue. Sky blue first. Tracer. Little white. here. Want to do a heart pull. Create our trim line. We also got to hit facial features. There's like a full-on skull here. Castle Grayskull style. We also want to get the exterior, this nonsense. This opening. Little sky blue, little white. Kind of stippling and heart pulling that. Get under these holes. Chaos bullshit to the max right there, man. A little bit more white. Being kind of lazy around the openings because I know we're going to put green in there. And I'm going to use the green to cover any mistakes. Shadow Gex says these are some funky War Talons. That's right, man. There's fluorescent green. Jam it in there. I'll let some stain the exterior around it. Take a little transparent green, add some moisture. Kind of stipple the exterior, create a little border. It's got some hyper ass green popping out of there. Like I said, the official color of things inside of bullshit, green. For this project. All right, back to blue. Sky blue to start. I start about right here. Purple. Rotate. Rotate. Grab some white. Mix it in. Move up top. Connect the two. The inner trim. Easy thing to do. We'll go to chai lighting, bring some intrigue, rinse it down, done. Teach that at my course, guys, exclamation point class. We teach all the fundamentals of chai lighting. Here's some magenta, high opacity, low moisture. We're going to use the tracer technique right here. Hold your breath, swing it from right to left. High opacity, low moisture. Rotate this way. Sneak inside right here for a heart pull. There. Let's rotate, get a tracer. Now this shoulder pad is bullshit for other reasons. It's preposterous. There we go. Now we gotta get the little bit on the top back here. So he's got some classic bullshit. He's got a horn and some rings attached to his arm. Added a little white to the mix. Let's put a little bit down right here. We'll pop on these little edges. Go back to more magenta. Go. Let's move over to the other shoulder. Stay. You got to keep your momentum, guys. What kind of bullshit is this? I swear to God. Keep that tracer alive. Got some spikes. Every single fucking goddamn one of them. Can't just give me like a regular ass fucking trim. I gotta make that shirt reframe or recoil. Classic chaos bullshit. Luckily, the tracer made that pretty easy. I whined the whole time, and that was not hard.
Dude, do the funky War Talons. The funky War Talons. Kenny is here to show you how. Ooh.
This came out like shit, recoil. Do the funky warp talon. I love it. Recoil, thank you. This line came out real bad. I don't know what's going on there. I think that's because I missed some of the ledge. Go back to transparent blue. Try to re-embed some on the shoulder right there. Go back to black even. Clean that up a little bit. There we go. Back in the game, baby. Need some strong man love and chat from my man Recoil, aka Coil Daddy. See some bullshit. That's right, D-man. You just gotta highlight the bullshit away. Highlight it so it's not bullshit. Let's add some white to the magenta. Rotate, we're looking for tracers. Now we're going to gently heart pull. All right. So let's grab some gray, black, make it, or white and black make gray. These are like rings. Oh, that's classic bullshit right there. Fucking edgelord over here. Look at this guy. This is why this name is so perfect. You got, look, you got cool little rings attached to your armor, bro. The full-on horn, which means add the official horn color is shadow gray plus, or shadow flesh plus gray. That's been our bone, teeth, horn, skull color as a base. You just make black, white, and shadow flesh together, and that has been a touchstone for the project. A little bit more white. Run a quick heart pull. Little tracer right there. fucking horn. You got horns and rings, dude. Come on, bruh. Bruh. Idiot Rampage, what's up, man? We're making some serious project, man. We're progress on this project. A little white on the dumb ring. Okay, so we got the last two guys. We focused quick on just all of our brain power on the shoulder pads. There they are. So now it's jump packs. Bruh. And so, like I said, today is my last day before Cali Cup. And then I'm back. Should be back. Because I got an engagement at 11 in the morning at Inverness. And I do plan on streaming on Tuesday. So at worst, I'll be late on Tuesday. But that means I get to paint again Tuesday if I need to on camera. And then technically I can paint Wednesday too. Then I'm flying again Thursday. So like I'm making it seem more desperate than it is. This is my last day. It actually I can squeeze 4 days if I have to paint two backpacks is what we're talking about. Dry brush some gravel and paint 2 backpacks. So smooth sailing. Smooth sailing. It is the most hype fucking War Talons squad I've ever seen. Like I am truly proud of it. I'm gonna go take a leak and we'll do a whip session. I am straight up proud of this squad though. So far, like I'm pretty happy with that, man. That's like it's the sickest unit in my army right now. I've never painted a squad of War Talons good. You know, like I've never painted them goodly. They've always been half-ass over the years. Then it's ogre. Yeah, I'm doing. Podcast tomorrow. All right, let me go hit the B room. Be right back for our whip session. Thanks, JDA. And we're back. Dr. D, so you staying with Wyatt when you go out there? I don't know yet. There was just like a slight miscommunication in our arrangements. I can, if I must. He's got other people crashing with him right now though too. All right. Let's queue up Discord. Sleepover LAN party, that's right. Guys ready to whip it out? The goon. Here we go. Let me go back. You always wanted a more alien landscape for Space Marines to fight in. Think I've gotten better since my last batch of troops. Oh, that's wild, man. You know, look at these pebbles, man. I love that. Oh, I fucking love that. Kratos assault tank. White Scars style. Looking good, man. Spread it all white, and I see you're putting the metal on, and it's irritating you, right? Like getting them right. It's a hard paint job. Because when you paint something white, it's like now you use white primer and it makes literally everything harder by like huge margin. Like getting up in this wheel well, right? You got to get all that white out. All that overspray has to be erased, right? Like in all that action. I said, now that you've got the white and the red down, you're cutting in details, and I can already see how like the paint's not going on very good, and the coverage is getting obnoxious. The irritation of white. Recoil. This is the goon, the alien landscape. John Patrick, that's a good lesson. The trick with white is not actually to use white. Exactly, Dagoon. If I was gonna do this tank, white scars, I'd prime it black. Straight up. I prime this bitch black. Then, as John Patrick said, I'd start working my grays in. So then I just start spraying the panels that needed to be white. I'd start spraying them gray. Right? So my gray overspray will get on the black primer, but I'm not trying to repaint the whole model gray, you see? And then I'll go with a lighter gray, build it up, and then eventually I'll go pure white, maybe like white ink, and fight back all my gray. And maybe a little white ink overspray would still get on some of the other stuff, but the core of the model is still black. And so now when you're cutting in the details, it's super easy. That's the issue with like, and then you come in for the final edge highlights of pure white again. But it's a nightmare. John Patrick says you learned that from Monument. Now, there is one exception to that, John Patrick. One exception. Good says, I play white scars, and white is the hardest to paint to work with. It's the hardest paint to work with. I did start with black primer, but my skills still lag. Were you not using an airbrush to build it up? Because everything looks white. The inside track, everything. So you weren't able to direct it. Made a mess, gave up. Got it. Yeah, fair. Now, to Dagoon's point and John Patrick's counter, there is an exception to this rule that Jason doesn't know about or consider when he's talking about that, which is lore is the exception, John Patrick. Nor Dog, what's up, man? We got our class tomorrow. Lore is the exception because the thing is, if that shit is not white, it's not white scars. You know what I'm saying? It's gray scars. And everyone's going to tell you. Everyone that you show your baller ass not white tank to, only white edge highlights, is to be like, is it gray scars? Is that the shark chapter, the Cargadons or whatever? That's what's going to happen. Just like if you play Dark Angel green and you try to make it look good with your airbrush, people will be like, salamanders? So lore kind of cancels it. So you kind of have to go real hard with the white on the white scars or they're not white scars. Nor, I'm doing good, man. How about you, brother? Dagoon, it was with the airbrush and you screwed up. So control's an issue for you still? Exclamation point class, baby. Take my classes. Get OP today. Have we done classes? And you better not be one of my students. John Patrick, I did all my custodians in Solar Watch white and red. So it got me through a lot of them. See, obscure lore, you can get away with it. Because everyone expects custodians to be gold, right? So anything not gold, people are like, dope! Dagoon, you need some real painting lessons? Bro, it's like my job. Literally almost 400 students have gone through my course now. One-on-one with me. Noor says, I have to reschedule, if you don't mind, a pipe burst at your mom's. Bro, that sucks, man. You gotta go help your moms. No doubt. I understand, brother. But yeah, you saw my schedule's janky right now, though, right? So that's unfortunate. But go help your mom, 100%. I rescheduled on you the first time. Tagoon says, yes, control. That and my patience runs dry fast and I get frustrated. It's compounding because you're frustrated because it's not doing what you wanted to do. It's not doing what you want to do, which is frustrating you. Right? And then you give up. Fuck it. Everybody ever who picked up an airbrush, bro. Not just you. I had that conversation with hundreds of people. The good says you talked to Rob and he recommended you. He's seen my work and talked about needing lessons. Rob used to take lessons from me back in the day, man. It's funny if you don't know, Rob kind of was revered as a baller hobbyist and painter in this community about 14 years ago. Dagoon, you're here in NC and see him regularly. What do you do in NC? Hobby-wise. But, so a funny conversation was like, I was at like Gamers Haven talking to this guy I knew, who knew Rob, but I didn't know Rob at the time. And he was like showing me his Black Templar, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty tight, man. I like it. He's like, Rob Bear trained me how to paint these. Oh no, I guess I did know Rob Bear at the time. Rob, I was currently painting an army for Rob on commission. And the guy's like, yeah, Rob Bear taught me this. I was like the Rob Bear? And he's like, yeah. I was like, dude, that guy just paid me like $2,000 to paint his army. He was like, what? I was like, that guy's a buster, dude. Take my lessons. that shit was wild. Dagoon says, I'm here in NC and I see him. Oh, I already talked about that. I miss Rob's painting streams. John Patrick. Me too. It ain't easy to make $1 on Twitch these days. And he's got like employees and shit. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Got a text I have to respond to. Hold on. Let me take this. In a shocking turn of events, give me a minute, guys. I gotta go downstairs and help my lady with crutches. So she suffers from like sciatic stuff, and so with my gout and everything, she went and got me crutches. I needed them, and she's like, "Bro, I can't get off the couch right now. Can I get those crutches?" So I'm gonna go readjust the crutches because she's 4'11" and I'm 6 feet tall. So give me like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. We're back. Let me run back to chat. The 21st is your first lesson, Noor? Okay. Dagoon, you play Horsehair, see some AOS and random miniatures sometimes. I can turn on a podcast and zone out. 2 hours therapeutic times for me. That's awesome, man. Child Patrick, got to keep the hobby cat in the life. It has become accustomed. Dagoon, I do terrain better than most styles of miniatures. Bases as well. Chaos Knight, Shiny Armor, Dead Nerve. Oh, Chaos Knight and Shiny Armor. Dagoon, my biggest problem with the airbrush and painting white is the lack of control of color. You need to draw. Bro, I don't care. Like, it's all you're saying. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to answer it without reading it. 99% of the problem is not enough water, and you're not pulling the trigger back correctly. You're using the airbrush as an on-off switch, on-off, 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 and you're just blasting it. You're not using it as the tool that it is. So the secret to airbrushing is pull the trigger back less, use more water. 99% of the answers that I give out to my students are use more water. Pull trigger back less. In a vacuum, that sounds easy, but with training, it is secretly fucking easy. Now I'll read your question. Now I'll read what you said. Jay Beezy, 58 months. Jay Beezy, what's up, man? He says, my biggest problem with airbrushing and painting white is lack of control. Pull trigger back less. It either dries up too fast on the needle or makes it splatter everywhere. Pull the trigger back too far. Not enough water. Or it's too thin and puddles up. Pull the trigger back too far. Or it streaks on the model. Pull the trigger back too far. Yeah, so like the first lesson, Dagoon, of my course is airbrushing. It's 2 hours. So 2-hour lesson. We go over a lecture, a digital presentation, and then one-on-one coaching. And so my lady survived. I brought her the crutches. I had to switch them to tiny Latina mode. I did have to like fully pick her up off the floor. Damn, sciatic nerve pain is bad. That might be worse than gout. Jay Beezy, oh my fucking god, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about you. Glad you're still with us, man. It's a good. My mom had bad knees and back. She's 78, and I help her a lot. Alinosaurus says, I'm not 78. Who was talking about you? Let's run it back to the whip. Sorry for the break, guys. Oh, there's a few more. Let's get back in there. Dagoon. These are pretty. Alenosaurus. Are you looking with those eye emotes? D-Man says do yoga. Pretty little Hobbit town action. Oh yeah, I love this. The next is Siphon. Pretty. It's lovely. Sir Crow. Oh yeah, this is that Morgana Le Fay that you were working on yesterday. She's looking good. Yeah, Dagoon, it looks good, man. I like that corrupted look, as you put it. Exclamation point whip if you want in on this. Tight. Sir Crow, you're a machine. All right, about an hour left. We're a little behind schedule. Not too bad though. Exclamation point class. And with how many days I'm missing this month, this will be the final 4 to get fall gear will be better at math than ever before. So get in on the final 4. AKA give me that money. Turns out I like that stuff. Okay, let's lock into the cradle. Ooh, I'm fat. Lock it into the obesity cradle. Go. A little back pillow. Lock it tight. Now we're going to be jumping on these backpacks, these jump packs. Okay, fuck it. Blue, black, man, I'm getting lazy. Yes, that's wrong. This is the blue I use for this. I was getting so lazy. It's just stock blue. So what we're gonna do is add black and blue together, create a ghost line, a ghost highlight. We're gonna use tracer where appropriate. Damn, look, I didn't even paint this right here. So what we're doing is taking this ghostly gray and we're going to confidently use a combination of tracer technique and heart pull technique to box out some fat lines. And when you're being a little respectful, like I am right now, you can get away with some pretty thick lines. Always be rotating. I'm not even really tracing that much because it takes longer to rotate the model into a tracer. But since I'm showing it so much respect and I'm looking for this thick line right now, I'm not too concerned. And because black is easy to subtract from and fix. See that? Like how nice and clean that is? Oh, John Patrick, look at these teeth. This is the worst part. I'm not gonna lie. I hate fucking jet intake. My least favorite part. Fucking goddamn jetpack teeth. Alright, we gotta do them at the same time. Using that ghostly gray. It's just black and blue. Little noosh helps too. Using a lot of heart pull. There we go. Keep it going. John Patrick says, just be glad they aren't resin. They can get the teeth so much smaller and thinner. Oh my God, you're right. Ugh. And they're brittle. Sometimes they're wacky and shooting the wrong direction. Pure slacker mode, baby. All right, let's grab some sky blue, add it to the mix. More blue. For now, we're going to get more precise. Now we're going to be a little more gentle. Our heart pull is going to be sharper. Now I'm actually going to use the tracer on these vents right here. Okay. That's just a 2-piece. You know how easy it is to highlight black. Tracer, tracer, tracer. Get this side. Go. Round 2. So now we gotta get the other guy to match. Top ledge. And all their teeth are different, John Patrick. They're not all like the same teeth design. Some of them look more realistic, like there's a gum line. Some of them are just shooting straight out of it, like little pyramid shapes. Some look like they have gums, but they're not like distorting the metal.
Shut the f up about moon men.
Tracer stipple heart pull magic.
It's my buddy right there. Dr. D in the chat. He understands. It's all about the heart pull, all about the stipple. Those are the 2 biggest brush strokes I teach my students. The brush strokes of precision. Always be rotating. Man, Dr. D knows. I stay pretty confident with black edge highlighting because I know how easy it is to subtract and repair. I get some strong man love in chat from a man. Q.R. Desfizzler, aka Dr. D. So I've got ADHD. Can't read. Can't read so good, guys. QR cure. QR equals cure. Cure. The man is a doctor after all. Recall, remember that one time I convinced you I was illiterate while typing to you and reading chat DMs back and forth with you? Okay, we're taking pure blue. Because we want it to be like more neon. So this clean blue looks real good for that. Campbell Specs Online, what's up, brother? Southbound Metalhead, what's up, man? Trying to get these models done. Bolters are done. We're gonna add some highlight now, aka some sky blue. We're just gonna touch the edges in some locations. Oh boy, what's up, man? Temeki, oh shit. It's a big message. If it's not on text to speech, man, I can't, you know, I can't read. Demeki says, okay, I'm officially feel old, but because I had to explain what a portable radio, Walkman tape, and CD record to Chloe. And she asked about DVDs, which then I had to explain Laserdisc, DVD, and Blu. You didn't actually. This is how you know you're a dad. You didn't have to explain any of that to Becky. None of that was required for the explanation. So I don't see it as like that you're old. I see it as this is how you know you're a dad. Then you had to explain to her licensing and. See? That's some dad shit, dude. Demeki, you could have just said Google it. Exactly. That's what I would have said. So I would have been like, what's a Walkman? What's a Walkman? Bitch, I don't got time for this. Google that shit. It's like Spotify with only the songs of one artist. Take a little white. Go boy. He's like, I get you. I'm a data for you. A little white. Today, because imagine explaining a phone landline to kids today and caller ID, call waiting and caller ID, star 69, baby. It's like having a cell phone, okay? But it's attached to the wall. It doesn't know anyone's phone number. Only you do. Some people, you can see who's calling you, and some people can't. It sucked. It sucked. It sounds as bad as it is. Yeah, it sucked. Take a little black, clean this up. Job back to two years ago. Your daughter, 13, asked what a record player for Christmas. Threw you off. Then I realized because I collected records, that was the only way she had ever known how to physically own music. She didn't know that there was a step above it. That's right, Dead Nervous. You can only use it in one room. Most magic. It's like, feel old. Black and white. John Patch, your mom pick up the phone while you were downloading the 3 megabyte nudie anime picture and losing the whole thing. And it's so good. Don't forget that phone companies would put out a book. Oh, yeah. And there was a book with literally everyone's phone number in it. Little gray. A little bit more white in that gray. To make it one thing I definitely miss in the 80s and 90s is arcades. Yep. I mean, I kind of miss it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I miss how easily I was entertained. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, John Patrick. I went to there's a like an arcade bar out here close to me that we go to sometimes. It's pretty fun. And they rotate some of the cabinets out. But it never feels the same. Like it's cool to go. If they didn't have beers there, it'd be completely fucking lame. Even though they've got cabinets and games I like. Just I already did it. I'll never get that feeling back, you know? Jam me some gray in here. Just kind of jamming the gray over the black. Keep it kind of low key in there deliberately. I was mad. You made a lot of friends in those arcades. I made a friend at the arcade I was just at. I went over to the Marvel Versus cabinet. Got some games in with somebody off the street, a guy named Devin. I put him through the ringer. He's like, damn, I can't believe I can't beat you. This is nonsense. He's like, so my team is BB Hood, Mega Man, and Sentinel. He's like, I don't remember Mega Man being this oppressive. I was like, he's my guy, dude. Mega Man is my dude. Like, my favorite video game growing up was Mega Man. He's always on my team. Demeki said, Def gonna have a man cave in our next spot with an arcade cabinet. All right, let's finish this out. Let's get the official teeth color, aka shadow gray mixed with, or shadow flesh mixed with gray. This is the most annoying part. They are cones, the worst of all shapes. And the inside of them is different than the outside, so you have to go deep. And you have to be careful. And you have to get every side precisely. Or it becomes a goddamn shit show. Cones suck. The outside is not so bad. It's that for some reason they're not like growing out of the rim. Like they're growing from the core. And you gotta paint them all the way down to the turbo fan. That's the part that's frustrating. This is the base coat. I want to get both sets done so I can highlight them at the same time. Getting some more mixed up. Demeki, Mo's Magic. I'm in BFE, Illinois. I got nothing but beans and corn. Arcade around here? Sad. Mega Man 3 was your favorite, Demeki? Oh, dude. Yeah. You could go to Blockbuster and rent that on SNES. Mega Man 3 was awesome. Like, Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 are kind of like, to me, like a series of, like, there's some really good backstory in there. And Mega Man 1 was too hard. Mega Man 1 was too hard. Mega Man 2 was too easy. Mega Man 3 was perfect. NS Ogre dropping a 25 spot on the stream. Sweet ass. Can I get some strong man love and chat from my boy, the legendary NS Ogre? You don't want to overdo the base coat. You want it to be kind of on the dark side. Kind of what I learned. Or you end up fighting these teeth. Okay. Now we can take some white. We want to just gently highlight. Doing all from the same side right now. See, that one got away from me. Went too deep. John Patrick Mega Man 3 had a cheat. If you plugged in the second controller and held down the D-pad, you could fall in a pit and become invincible. Did not know that. I just remember making these observations as a child. And it was, I think it was mostly because of the life cap. You could only have like 10 stored lives or something. Mega Man 1. But then you can have like 100 stored lives in Mega Man 2. So I remember farming lives. There's a couple zones where you can really farm like extra lives. So just as a casual, I felt that Mega Man 2 was too easy, Mega Man 1 was too hard, and then I thought Mega Man 3 was awesome. Mega Man 4 was kind of just like Mega Man 3 and 2. I think it went backwards a little bit in easiness. Mega Man 3 was hyped though because of the Proto Man encounters. You guys remember that? And the fucking soundtrack was banging. Got those stupid teeth. Fuck. All right, let's take. Yeah. I'm gonna take some white. Magenta. White. We're using the tracer here. I'm gonna go a little bit more magenta than white. Some of this trickier stuff. Just because I might mess it up. Hobbies painter, have you decided what the workshop will look like for Kicker's event? No. I mean, it'll probably just be my airbrushing class. Because I have a syllabus. I have a whole lesson plan. So I'll probably just do the first lesson, which is airbrushing. See if I can get this with a tracer. Oop, I got a little on the black. I thought I might. We're going for a heart pull right here. I'm only painting what I can see. Run our tracer right there. It's going right here. The heart pull. Let's run back to black. Hair right there. God, these guys suck. Fucking the backpack's the worst part. Got about 13 minutes left in the final four. Run a little bit more white up top. Grab a little blue. We got to highlight this black trim a little bit. A little sky blue. Running the tracer. I'm going to stipple a little magenta back inside the recess here. A little white. God, I fucking hate that thing. We're going to take white and magenta, mix it together. And paint a light coat attractively from this kind of like orb power source. That's how we've been doing these, because we're going to set them up to be yellow. That dry. Switch to pure white. Oh look, we got bullshit inside the bullshit again. Made it white. A little more right here. We're going to take some noosh and some white together. And we're going to start adding our lightning pattern kind of aggressively. And there's noosh in this right now, so it's not going to be as opaque as it looks. but I am trying to cultivate some more white top. So I'm being a little ham-fisted with the lightning. So it's all like kind of just wispy right now. And then I'm going to come in more opaque. But with a little bit more control. Do some branching, forking lines. The heart pull. Southbound Metalhead just got back from walking my new adoption for the 5th time today. Forgot how much younger dogs love walks. Oh. Just letting that dry now. Demeki said White Claw 30. Ain't no laws when it comes to the claws. Take some fluorescent green, put it inside the thing. Things inside things are green on the Edgelords project. It's gonna be hella bright. Six and a half minutes left. Let's grab some transparent yellow. Because color theory nonsense, painting it right over this magenta pre-highlight we created with the white. And all things of questionable origin on the Edgelords are going to be in the yellow tequila sunset composition. So whatever the fuck that thing is. Got, let's take just some random mix of bullshit. Making kind of like a gray. Weird, like a weird warm blue gray. So I do like models with tactical rocks like this because if you do use GW bases instead of Elbric's Hobbies bases, it has a big portion of your basing solved for you. Because there is a straight up terrain feature artifact on the base right now. And I like it. I like a dead center, like piece of intrigue on the base like this. And then I just decorate the outsides like foliage. About 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the Final Four. You can get in the Final Four for as little as $1 today, it looks like. And because we have less streams this month, it's actually easier to win fall gear. Exclamation point class. Anybody who's curious about getting OP, take my classes on Patreon. Switch to a smaller brush. Doing some rough highlights. While it's still kind of wet. Grab some more white. There's a skull right here. Two minutes left. More white. That's it. There's our little brush. This is like ochre, white. Dry it up. Make it kind of a gray ochre. D-Man has gifted 1 sub. Signarly, your man just hooked you up, brother. Let me get some love in the chat for D-Man. Thank you. With less than a minute left, guys, if you want in on this Final Four, support your boy. We're just dry brushing a little off-white in. Now I just need some synthwave grass. I get some pickle love and chat for D-Man. So we've got at least, I've got multiple opportunities left to finish the last one. 10 seconds left. It really shows you the amount of effort that goes into this.
It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. We gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Like, we spent a solid, at least hour and a half, 2 hours. And we barely got one guy done who was already 90% done when we started. So now we got to get his backpack completely done, and it's like half done. And we just got to finish out the bases. Then I got to figure out how to put it in my axe. Bolter con. And that's how I work, man. I get like 2,000 points set up, and I just keep adding new little units to it. And before you know it, the collection's like 5,000-6,000 points. So I've got 10 Possessed done, 5 Warp Talons just about done, 3 War Dogs, Lord of Skulls. We've got, for my alt, like I always have 20 Cultists. I've always got a collection of Demon Princes to pull from. We've got a Hellbrute we painted for this army, Warpsmith. So we've got over 2,000 points painted for the army and options. And I have a couple of Chaos Lords and Terminator armor I want to get done too. But I haven't played since the Spray Gunner Road Trader Tournament and LVO. I was thinking about playing on Sunday, but the gout crippled me. Write some names down. Man, and it's Ogre. Thank you. Dr. D. Recoil. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for finding validation in what I do. Thank you for hanging out. Shout out to Demeki. Anybody interested in getting good? Exclamation point class. The most OP thing you can do in this hobby is get good at painting. Let's set up a raid. I don't see Wired on. Isn't he usually on today? So I guess stuff. Or am I thinking Friday? Thank you, Dead Nerve. Yeah, Dr. D, I don't see him. But Duff. Fellow Florida man. The rate is ticking down, guys. Bring the length and girth. The positivity on over to Duff. I don't even know how many guys are online. How many of you guys are queuing up because it still says 0. Oh, it's a bit of a slow day. Elections, I guess. Only 34 of you guys. $46 roughly. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the podcast. Thank you from the bottom of my heart as always. You guys help me do what I do. We'll talk and I'll post pictures from Cali Cup and you'll be able to tune in and see me live. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.